Ah, là ils ont fucké mon internet. Ah, c'est pour ça. Trou de cul. Stupid customer service de merde. C'est le plus pire customer service que j'ai jamais vu, qu'on livre. Pas capable d'aider, ils sont trop larges. Vous êtes capable d'aider pour le fil. Ben oui, vous êtes capable de m'aider pour le fil, pareil. Ça, c'est sûr. Je mange tout ça dans mon coin. S'il m'envoie un message, tu sais, moi été au service mauvais. C'était un gros du mauvais service, je trouve que j'ai eu. Bon, je vais fermer la webcam parce que j'ai vraiment chaud pour je sais pas quelle raison. Un peu d'idée pour un fil. Mais on connaît rien de la Xbox parce qu'on est des bons à rien. On savait qu'on est.
What is this place? It's different from the rest of the ruins.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
You must be Kadargian.
Yes, I am the Guardian of the Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
The dragon wasn't really Andraste, right?
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
How did the belief spread to the rest of this world?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced.
I would like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
But what if I am not worthy?
Then you will not come to the ashes. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is to do with
The
them?
gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Alright, let's get this over with then.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Tamlin was one of your tribe, a blood brother. You left him in the ruins, left him to his fate. Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Tamlin?
Yes, I could have put him away from that mirror.
Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Is there any religion that does not thrive upon guilt, like a glutton at his lunch? No, I thought not.
Parshera, leave the past where it falls.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Demand whatever answers you want, Spirit.
You came to this land as an observer, but you killed a family in a blind rage. Have you failed your people by allowing a Qunari to be seen in that light?
I have never denied that I failed.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Think again.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Queen.
That is not of what I speak.
Very well. Shall be done.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak? No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak? Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cathair, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Maker smiled on us.
Impossible.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak? The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Cloud.
That is not of what I speak.
Careful! I think they've seen us!
Another battle, I see.
Very well. Most excellent!
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jalousie.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hessarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak? I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Oh.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak? The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Play.
That is not of what I speak.
I think that's a corpse. Looks dead, right? Let's have at it!
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Demo.
That is not of what I speak.
Dream.
Shall be done.
Delightful!
It's so cold here, brother. Do you feel it? The chill eats at my bones.
What the is this?
You think this cannot be Tamlin? Tamlin is gone. He is only footsteps in the dust. I am Tamlin, and yet I am not. I am part of the Gauntlet, and part of you.
Yes, that Notana will never come back.
Those that survived must go on living. You have suffered enough, thinking that you could have done something. It is time to leave that behind. Take this. It is nothing compared to the crafts of our fathers, but it should serve you well. I wish you well, my friend. We will not meet again.
We are not alone. Really not alone.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
As you say.
All right.
What? So be it.
So be it.
Yes!
Yes?
Here!
Intéressant, ça
It is your time to die!
Enough! It shall be done.
Let's finish this. As you wish.
Very well. As you say.
Cross me and you shall pay, nation!
It is begun. I must maintain.
Uh-oh. I'm terrible at puzzles. Hey, you see those thingies? Ooh, look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
It seems to me we will only be able to get one person across. Perhaps that will be enough.
What now?
Right.
What now? The blight ravages the land, and here we are playing with switches and stepping stones.
Here.
No, I cannot.
What?
Tis you.
Why are we still here?
Yes. Let's go.
Just after trapping of worldly, I think Lord Lucifer entered blood.
Yes.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really?
Congratulations, you found a waste bin.
Take a pinch of the ash. Eternal.
It is over.
What now?
Eh, oui, ça c'est drôle.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
The urn, yes.
What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Reading, there were tests.
Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
Why? We should keep this secret to ourselves. This is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Oh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
Deny them a corpse? Unthinkable indeed.
Yes, share it. Spread the word, and more will come under the Chantry's power. Is this not what you want?
I will spread this good news or die trying.
If something bad comes of this, it is your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Ah, j'ai pas aimé en crise personne, peut-être.
You and your friends are formidable.
Ah, il est donc troll, ça gratte. 25. Neuf. Euh... 26. Ok, à vous 161, Calife. Non, je suis pas assez fou pour acheter ça, moi, là. Ouais, ça donne un magic. 2 échantillons, c'est fucking bon.
If there's any... I'm...
Yes.
Yes.
Où on va du Airfoot? Oh, putain de neige. Denerim. Où ça vaut le moins cher? Figuron importe. Je vais checker Redcliffe. Peut-être il l'a encore, peut-être il l'a plus. Oh, lui.
You have coin strength? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven.
C'est toute la merde ici. Ça, c'est bon. Ah, de toute façon, il fallait que j'arrête le clip parce que j'ai les hurles.
Right.
Ah, je fais une Greta.
Indeed.
J'ai 22, 25, 2. J'en ai pas beaucoup de ça. 4, 8, 22.
You return. Might you have news?
I would like to talk to Joanne.
What of him? He awaits my brother's decision on his fate.
Never mind.
Then I must... Good luck. You return. Might you have news?
What's Eamon Johnson?
Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Are you calling Eamon Knight back?
Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them.
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, I know you did what you had to. I grieve for Isolde, but I believe that had you not acted as you did, it might have been far worse. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the Blight, that would do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
As a witch, then.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Thank you, your grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
Will you candidate the nobility against Loghain? Can't you?
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what is done.
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative. But the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
My blessing? Why do you need my blessing?
None of this would be possible without you. You led Alistair here. You saved my life with the Urn of Sacred Ashes. It's your lead I follow. I am a credible enough figure in this nation to call the landsmeet, but I hold no illusions that I could face Loghain without you. Surely you see that.
What's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
Do you think this landsmeet idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
And what if Whisper? It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
The ritual was his idea and he didn't deceive us.
But is he attempting to worm his way out of a bad situation? Or is he truly repentant for what he has done? And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Give in to the Sakala Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Let's go to Denerim now.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us.
Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
Considering Ostagapers, we need a better general.
And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards you play the nursemaid to, not wild elves.
Well, you're admitting the royal part. That's a start.
I am Jubeda of the Grey Warden.
You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
I don't have sympathy of deserter and regicide.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
That's a lot of title for one man to have.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Calthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
What the fuck can there be when you outlawed the Grey Warden?
Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
Oh, is that all I have to do? No pressure.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
What do we do now?
Calling the Landsmeet is only the start. Now we must ensure that every noble there sees Loghain's duplicity. We have no small task ahead of us. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Non, j'ai un skill point, lol.
Yes.
Indeed. So, are you going to continue staring at me as if I am covered in eels?
Ah, here you are again. What can I do for you? All right.
Magic exists to serve man and never. Strange that matters can be so... Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board? The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. Really? Oh, I would like to examine them in any... Let me... The scroll, it's written... These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it. The bits I have made out. This may be an account. I know, it's remarkable. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime. It could take... Who knows? Here is...
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
A little something extra. For friendship.
Did you bring more skin? Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help
Can
you?
you make Dragon Scale Armor?
You just don't know when to quit. Why so glum, Erin? Today is a glorious day. Today, I make dragon scale armor. I feel just giddy.
What can you make with it?
Patience, patience. Now, I've dreamed... What? Absolutely. The only I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you?
Je vais chercher quelque chose à faire. Dragon Scale. Dragon Age. Ah, j'ai pas la supérieure. La supérieure est bonne en tabarnage. Ça veut dire c'est juste ça, ça veut dire c'est la grosse boîte là, c'est une affaire. Vas-y.
Excellent! Excellent! Now don't move! There you go. My life's work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Of course.
Miracle?
I need...
Ah, fuck, pas ça que je peux faire. Je peux faire ça, nice. Je suis mieux de faire les Drakes avant.